well-played game.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stevens, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. To throw, Webb. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, Stevens. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Webb. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moran. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3rd and 3. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now Webb. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on second and long. Webb. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Alexander underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So what a time this is, folks. We always said that if there was an international city ready for an NFL franchise, this was the one. And now that day has arrived, a permanent NFL team here in the capital city of London. And judging by the early numbers, They could not be more proud.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Alexander, and incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Parks, and he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Aviators use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Webb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Webb to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On 3rd down, Stevens. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's Webb. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action, it's Webb. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Not only did he have the chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Webb now. He finds his man, complete. It's Moran. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. A play fake, now Webb. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Alexander.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Aviators add 6 to their lead.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Webb. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg. Webb.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Webb. He finds his man, complete. It's Moran. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 33, here's second down and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Webb. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Off play action. Webb. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Webb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off play action. Webb. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And his kick here is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Alexander.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Alexander. That is caught. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw again. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle they go. It's Parks. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alexander. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on 2nd down. Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. That penalty is declined.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No calls on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
All right, Brandon,
so we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home team who are out in front. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that one, all tied. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Aviators offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Operating from the gun, Alexander. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Alexander under pressure. They got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake. Webb. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Webb.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Webb. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on first down. It's Stevens. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And the slot man goes in motion left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Webb now from the gun.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 4. He finds his man complete. It's Hart. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He finds his man complete. That's Hart. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, standing just about on his own goal line. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, Webb. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On 1st down, Stevens. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. From the 39, Webb, incomplete.
From plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Aviators offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Alexander. He's got it, the tight end Allen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. Alexander. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Alexander. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Webb.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Webb. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Webb can't escape as he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Alexander. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Aviators are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Slot man moves right. Webb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Webb to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's Webb. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Webb throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Off play action, it's Webb. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A play fake, now Webb. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Webb now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Racing to the end zone.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Londoners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.